But they get to the top, it leads to a cottage, yada yada yada. It's King Koopa, somehow turned into a giant, and you never learn how. Just probably a magic spell.
He ate the bean.
I think the Beanstalk would have pulled an alien on him if he had.
Oh.
I'll get you, Mario's black! Wow, I guess King Koopa's the one being stuck now. Get it? Being stuck? Oh. Anyway.
This is where things go terribly, terribly wrong, as she has a party to get to.
Yeah.
And first gets sprayed with water, covered in soot,
Covered in cake.
covered in cake,
Sits in a pizza. And I think that was about it.
oh no, the garbage suit.
Oh, the garbage chute from the building above them.
Yes.
Yeah. The brothers are aghast, thinking at the very least they've lost the contract. But lo and behold, it turns out she's going to a sloppy party, and they've saved her the trouble of going to find the best costume, because she's sure to win now. They celebrate by covering her with cake.
And more garbage.
And more garbage. And if anybody got excited by this, I fear for them.
So they catch up and catch King Koopa,
Yeah, and
holding him above their heads.
Yeah, they're hoisting him up, ready to just chuck his ass. But he reaches down and snags the necklaces off them, which immediately turn them back into the not Super Mario Brothers.
The regular, everyday, ordinary guy brothers.
Yeah, the Mario Bros. Fortunately, Mark Twang and the Mouth of the River show up and start shooting turnips out of that same cannon. So that was actually a nice bit of setup.
Yes.
And we're using some more Mario 2 sound effects as turnips start flying. How does Koopa end up knocked overboard? Was he hit by a turnip?
They ran the ship ashore.
No, yeah. While Koopa's distracted, Princess Toadstool grabs the wheel and runs the ship aground on purpose in actually a decent bit of forward momentum for this version of Princess Peach. And that's when Koopa spills over.
One great line.
Oh yeah, that's right. She says,
"Let's get this showboat off the road."
Which is easily the best line in the whole episode.
Yeah.
So Koopa orders Bowser to bring out a chest full of black Pit Bob-ombs.
Black Pit Bob-ombs?
Black Pit Bob-ombs.
Black Pit Bob-ombs?
I don't like the sound of that.
Bring me the Black Pit Bob-ombs! Black Pit Bob-ombs?
Black Pit Bob-ombs? Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
It blows a gigantic hole in the river that the water immediately starts funneling down into. To stop the boat from careening into the black pit, caused by the Black Pit Bob-ombs, they use a cannon to shoot a giant plunger attached to a bundle of rope that's attached to nothing to stop the ship from being pulled down the hole.
And when we say nothing, we mean nothing.
Yeah, they drew a pile of rope, but they didn't draw the pile of rope hooked up to anything. It's that kind of show. As they leave the ship, they find they're starting to float away due to the gravity difference, so Mario and Luigi hand them some plumbing tools to act as ballast.
How does Toad use his plumbing tool?
He crams it right down the front of his pants in an image that you almost certainly will be seeing as the thumbnail for this episode.
If you're watching it on YouTube.
And I almost blinked when he did it, but I'm so glad I didn't. Oh. He looked so happy about it, too. Koopa gets the albatrosses to dive bomb them with bob-ombs.
And has a direct hit.
Point blank, completely nails them. It would have just finished them off, but instead, it turns out the bob-ombs are filled with itching powder. Had they been filled with explosives, it would have just killed them.
It was a Black Pit Bob-omb.
If it was a Black Pit Bob-omb, yeah, they would have just been vaporized instantly, along with the entire cliff face. It's a shame he never had any more of those.
No.
I'm taking you to Count Copula's torture chamber, wax museum, and dungeon of horrors.
And and brought them into a torture chamber.
Yeah, an actual Dungeness torture chamber. You got Mario getting...
Just completely waterboarded.
Yeah, it's more like waterboarding.
You know, they call it a waterboard, but I never get bored.
Luigi has really well animated feet being tickled, and it's gross.
Yeah, this is an unfortunate bit of feet stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got Toad, who's on the rack. And if anyone got excited by this, I fear for them.
On whose rack?
Boo. Boo this man. But anyway. Bowser is dressed up as a giant baby. On purpose. Before he gets turned into a kid at the end of the episode. Because you know that's what's going to happen.
Spoilers.
Yeah. No, okay. Diaper. Baby bonnet. Was there anything?
Bib?
Yes. I think that was it. Did he have a rattle? I think he sometimes had a rattle.
Yeah, they used more as a scepter, but yeah.
Scepter rattle. A rattle scepter. And it's awful. It's exactly what you think it is, but made worse because his tail stays inside the diaper.
Oh.
And it looks like it's a full diaper sometimes. God's sake.
Oh.
They filled the diaper with King Koopa, I think is the way to put it.
Oh.
So,
if this has excited anyone, I fear for them.
After the Zelda preview is when we cut back to final tryouts with the Ghost of the King.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's see what you got. And they both go up there and kind of sing a song, but at the end of it, they sing about how they're both Marios
Through and through.
and stuff, and they're over their little tiff. And then the lights blink briefly, and the king is gone.
As if he was never there before, and it was all the mushrooms they were doing.
Yeah.
And remember, if you do drugs,
You go to hell before you die.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
His body's a different color from his head.
it looks like he's wearing pajamas, but...
Yeah, little footy pajamas. But there's no butt flap, and there's no anything that makes it look like that, except for the fact that it's a different color from his head. Do you remember what his spacesuit looked like in Stars in Their Eyes? Because maybe it's that colored gray, and without the helmet, and not a spacesuit at all.
That's a good question. I do not remember.
All I remember is all the stuff I hated, which was all of it.
What about the fact that it was based on Star Trek 2?
Yeah, when all the snorks put their beaks to the sky and did the Wrath of Khan theme. And they hide in the water, and then only resurface to spit water at it from some pipes they just happen to have, which they happen to have the whole episode.
Yeah.
Or the rest of the episode. And it scares the flames off, being spritzed at. It doesn't put them out, but they do leave.
Yeah. And Mario congratulates Luigi for using spit.
Yeah. And Luigi says, we're gonna need more than spit. Like, everything else is fine. If they had found a different way to ease into the, Ganon overclocks Sprite's magic to cause chaos and slip in the back door to get the Triforce, that's all fine. It's just the hackneyed setup of playing sick to get out of chores. Seems like a bad starting point.
Slips in the back door, you say?
Yes.
Okay, good.
We're gonna need more than spit. Just before that, we cut to the underworld to see what the hell's going on. In hell.
One of the greatest spells of the ancient wizards, and now it's mine! One of the most powerful spells of the ancient wizards, and it's mine!
And he's gonna use it to pull the castle down.
Hold on, let me try that line.
Yes.
One of the most powerful spells of the ancient wizards, and it's mine!
Hey guys, I'm Ganon. That's not, you gotta bring it from further back.
One of the most powerful spells of the ancient wizards, and it's mine!
That's closer. If we layered ours together, it would probably be about right on.
One of the most powerful spells of the ancient wizards, and it's mine!
So they cool off Fry Guy, and then they pull this lever, and it starts sucking away the gold like we thought it was gonna be. Which, at first we thought that didn't make much sense, but it actually almost makes sense at the end, but in a way that's also a bit terrifying. Yeah. And we cut back to the village. And the single water pump in the center of the village now, with every single pump, spits out a little wad of gold that hardens into a gold coin.
So, no more water, but everyone's rich.
Yeah, so they can buy bottled water, I guess.
It's the perfect capitalistic system.
Yeah, their drinking water is forever tainted with trace amounts of gold. But, on the other hand, they have gold.
Oh, you poor child.
It's supposed to be a harpoon gun, but it looks more like a blunderbuss.
Yes.
But you're right, because it shoots the now starting to become ubiquitous plunger with a rope on it.
Yeah.
And this rope is tied to the end of something, unlike the one in Rolling Down the River. Jeez, that's another carryover. We'll get to it, but this has a writer in common with a couple of these things.
Oh.
Maybe he just had a thing for plopes. I almost said rungers. Oh. Anyway.
Plopes and Rungers?
Yeah, I know. And the worst part is I stopped myself from saying plopes, and then I still almost said rungers. I couldn't reset my brain. But anyway.
I think we have this week's episode title.
Plopes and Rungers?
Yeah.
It's, we'll see. So then he chases them, and the Mario Brothers catch up with Toad and the princess just as they're opening up a manhole.
And they jump in, and unlike when in the past where the manholes lead to a sewer with a tunnel or anything like this,
yeah,
this is a utilities service manhole. So it's a small room underground for utilities to have be worked on at that point.
Yeah, which unfortunately means they have nowhere to run from Koopa's giant claw.
Yes, which he immediately starts fingering the manhole. And just about crushes.
That's not going to be the episode title.
He's a voice actor, famous wrestler, and the big thing is he's been in G.I. Joe as both a toy and a character.
Give your hearts to America, Joes, because your butts belong to me. Now commence running.
Well, you got to be a character before you get a toy.
I doubt it.
Well, actually, that's not true. Remember, the Street Fighter characters, their first American action figures were G.I. Joes. And they weren't G.I. Joe characters, so you know what? Objection withdrawn.
It's the most lethal G.I. Joe team yet. Capcom Street Fighter 2. No way! Wait! There's Guile, Ryu, Zangief, Blanca, and Dalsim. What's a Dalsim? Oh! Some with real ninja moves. Hey! But Koopa's got Street Fighters too. Vega, Sagat, Balrog, and the Airbuster. They look unbeatable. Ah!
Inspector Gadget's fit is like uniform. From the shoes, the trench coat, the hat. Mm-hmm. It's all got like the same texture and color. It's distinct. It's quite simple. It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
But the outfit that they put this guy in was like a thrift store. Like, quick, we need a fedora.
Yeah.
But we got this one that looks like a boot.
I think once they found the coat, they were happy.
Yeah. That's when the effort just evaporated.
Oh, yeah. After they agree to fix him, he's like, I've just got to call the chief. And then Luigi's like, that'll be him now. And then his hand phone rings.
Yeah.
And he pulls what was obviously broken off a radio, an aerial antenna out of his, thumb.
Yeah.
But, that's how I would do it if I had made a cheap-ass Inspector Gadget costume.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask how I'd do the helicopter hat. And don't ask where your lawnmower went.
Although, I think, like, the subject matter might be a little bit distant for little kids to understand. Zorro was, like, you said, like, in the 30s and the 40s.
Yeah.
And by the time the 80s is around, that's... Yeah.
And this is before Antonio Banderas brought Zorro back.
Yeah,
But
so this was a pretty moldy property by the time they played with it.
But you still kind of knew Zorro for one reason or another. And what was that Zorro of the Future cartoon that aired for like a single season? Anyone remember that?
Rocket Robin Hood?
At the sign of Robin, take your stand. With the gallant leader of the band, send a joyous shout throughout the land for Robin Hood.
Princess uses the star to go super. And goes around, starts kicking ass and taking names.
Supposed to rescue her.
I don't think this is the time for technicalities.
And I love this line. It's nice. It's really cold. She says,
"We can get ahead of Koopa and stop him the hard way."
Mario hits the brakes on the handle that's there and has definitely been there the whole time. You just couldn't see it from any previous angle.
Including the angle that showed exactly where it should be.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a callback to Mario hitting the brakes on the stagecoach at the beginning. It's a good structure in this one.
Yes.
This is actually pretty hilariously brutal. He lands hard on a cactus, like bends it down to the ground while he lands on it, obviously impaling himself a bunch. Then the cactus springs him back into the air and sends him flying. There's actually a really funny ending joke for once.
The mushroom people get the mine, and Koopa gets the shaft.
Put together all these random pipes in 20 minutes with no wrench.
With no wrenches. And then when it inevitably can't hold water, that's his excuse to flush them out of the academy.
Yeah. We missed where he tried to kill them.
Oh yeah, that's right. When the pipes fell apart, it traps them in this sort of metal cage made out of the pipes.
That is watertight, apparently.
Yeah, even though it wasn't when they had all the pipes screwed together. And it's filling with water. He says basically, you're never going to be plumbers, you got the wrong stuff, and I'm going to put that on your tombstones.
Yeah.
Which is pretty dark.
And then he puts more pipes on top, sealing them from the top.
Yeah, he's intentionally trying to kill them.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up. But then he gets two of them to shoot at each other and gives his trademark battle cry of "yeah" when he jumps out of the way. We heard that a lot in this episode. Every time Link would do a lunge, he'd go "yeah." Toad, then Luigi are worried about the rumors of a big bad wolf.
Yes.
And then we see this big bad wolf. But he's got this deep, sonorous voice. And he's like, well, soon, Little Red Riding Hood. Something, I'm going to eat you.
Koopa's no wolf, I'm a wolf. And the moment I've been waiting for is here at last. Little Red Riding Hood is on her way to Grandmother's house. I'll just beat her to Grandma's and she'll be mine. Yummy, yummy. Little Red Riding Hood in my tummy. What are you doing here?
Me? What are you doing here?
I'm setting a trap for Little Red Riding Hood.
Sorry, Fleabag. The trap's already set.
No Ganon.
No. He wasn't invited to the water park.
No. He's going to show up like Maleficent.
My invitation must have gotten lost.
And
that's not the only thing that can get lost, Ganon. We did ask, how long until this thing is trashed by Ganon for real?
He does wait for it all to be finished.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you? That's how you send a message. You wait till it's full of civilians. And then you blow it up. Or, send a bunch of inept moblins to cause trouble. And then the evil jar is full of drowned moblins.
Right, I forgot they can't swim.